And we're back. And what I want to tell you, what I'm so excited about, I already signed a contract with you and your team, with Ricky Lee, to be as an assistant talent coordinator. And I'm so excited about the tour. And that'll be coming up, you think, probably the fall?
It's going to begin in November.
November, very cool. That's awesome.
That will be the onset of the ABA basketball season. And the tour will run from November through April.
Okay, now everybody wants to know about the ABA, and tell them about this exciting opportunity that you're doing.
The ABA Basketball League is the world's largest sports league in the world, and it's the most diversified, with 70% of the owners being minorities or women.
Amazing. What ages do they play? I mean, what is the age group from the players?
Usually between 20 and 40.
Amazing. Okay. You know, I used to be with the Milwaukee Bucks. Do you remember Don Nelson, the coach?
Yes.
Back in the days? Yes, I was one of those rah-rah cheerleaders. You know why I did that?
Yes.
Yes. The reason for it, I never saw my ex-husband at the time, and he was always in the stands, and I said, I'm going to get a job as a cheerleader. And so anyways, but I love basketball, I love sports, and I'm so excited to be a part of this amazing team. And this is a major power team here. Now, can I ask you, how did you start in the business? I mean, what gave you the inspiration?
I was a recording artist myself and waited in the back line from 89 to 91 for Capitol Records to get through the hiring freeze. They had just signed me with a letter of intent, and then the bottom just fell out of the economy. For 2 years they didn't sign anybody. And I waited and got tired of waiting in line for my turn. So I started my own label called VRCA Records.
Nice.
And I went to RCA to make sure there wasn't any kind of a marketing conflict, because it was a catchy name with RCA together with a V in front instead of behind it.
Oh.
And I went with that, and my cousin was a cricket, and which was Tommy Alsop, and Buddy Holly's band with Waylon Jennings at the time. The plane went down, he gave a seat to Richie Valens.
Right.
And through the association with my cousin, he introduced me to Ray Walker of the Jordanaires. I backed those for years. And through those two, I networked everybody together. Then I met Papa Doggett, and then with Ricky.
Gotcha.
And then between the three of them, they introduced me to probably 500 artists. Now I've become a very large talent promoter. I've worked with Live Nation. I'm the only white promoter that ever went into the Madam C.J. Walker Theater in Indianapolis. It's like the Apollo.
Wow.
And took white acts and crossed over. And I done that in 2008 with Michael Bolton.
Wow. You know, there was a friend of mine, Pete Bennett. He had passed away a little bit ago. Did you know Pete Bennett?
Yes.
He was a dear, dear friend of mine in New York, and we miss him terribly, but he was a major promoter in the business and so forth. And, you know, it's always because it's the reason I brought that up is a small networking. People don't realize how big it is and how small the people in the business are together as well. You know, also, too, is you're with AMC Nashville.
Yes, I've got an association with AMC Nashville, and Ricky Lee and his brother Michael, again, grew up with Papa Doggett like I did. We were mentored by the same people, and they have an amazing staff with Hollywood and music production. And AMC is going to be working in conjunction with me on the ABA Proud to Serve concert series.
Very, very nice. Now, there's another question. There are so many. You're a documentary, and I can't wait for my major film crew to come in. And I want to thank you so much for having the camera. I forgot your first name. Trisha. I'll edit that. Anyways, a lot of people, from cameramen and people that want to join your team, they're seeing the flyers that we're putting up on the Unheard Voices, and they're seeing all that, the hype which you're getting going. How does somebody, if they're a cameraman or they want to be on board, who do they call?
They need to call myself, or they need to call Ricky Lee Watson.
There you go. So camera crews all over the United States as well?
Yes.
Perfect.
And I'm the head of the network, and Ricky Lee is as well with that division, but we're appointing another gentleman that will be named later.
Okay.
That will be handling all of that information from now on. Everybody that goes to the TV network with camera crews, whatever their position may be, they'll have to go through him in order to be able to be hired on our network.
Gotcha. What about other shows? I have a lot of friends that have shows out there as well. And they're like, oh, I'm putting this on the internet. You know, it's a great opportunity for them. What do they do the same thing?
Yes, they would contact the gentleman to be named later that's going to be coming on board, and he'll review the programming, and if he decides it's going to be a good fit for UVTV, then he'll move forward and execute those contracts.
Gotcha. Well, what do you think about this? I'm going to say, I have an idea because I'm Dawn and my last name is Reese, and you can't forget my name. It's Dawn Dishwashing Liquid or Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. People say, I've seen you before. I said, yes, in the stores. Great potential sponsors, I believe. And what I want to bring to the table is I came up with an idea because I have so many celebrities, like I have Gloria Gaynor, wrote a children's book. I have Johnny Martino from The Godfather. He has a shampoo line, which he's out there selling. I have so many stars and people that write books, and they're all coming to me, and they want me to help sell. What do you think about an opportunity with that?
We, right now, with the gentleman that I spoke to you about, are going to develop a interactive television programming network, which will be part of that, to air 6 to 8 hour blocks a day, where people will be able to order those stuff. It's like an infomercial. Instead of having to call in,
Right.
people will be able to take a remote control right then and order it
Nice.
if they want it.
And that's another thing, a major artist and new artist, they have their CDs and they're like, help me sell my CD, it's brand new. That's another thing that we want to bring to the table.
Yes, we have a new platform as well being built for music and for Hollywood. That's going to be able to integrate with a big, like a website that's going to interface with the television remote.
That's what Ricky Lee said. And you also have an internet show coming around as well, with an internet base, I think he was talking about too.
Well, Unheard Voices will be internet based as well, but we have
Right.
concerts on demand is what he's referring to.
Right.
And
Okay.
that's a discussion for later.
Right, exactly. Now also too is we have something that's happening in Africa that's very exciting. You told me about. Can we talk about that yet?
Yes, that's the GOAT Show, only in Africa. We're very proud to be the new network that will host the world's very first GOAT Show, the way that's going to be set up, where
Right.
the winners will call in to receive a chance to win a kilo of gold. And it's going to be shot right on location as they're mining the gold and the diamonds
Nice.
out of Africa.
I know, it's very, very exciting. So they're about to shoot that pilot pretty soon up that way.
Yes,
Exactly.
we're going over to first and watch the pilot being shot.
Nice. And anything else that you'd like to talk about? You're in Phoenix, Arizona,
Yes,
and so you're about to go to Boca Raton.
yes.
And we have a luncheon set for casting directors and agents and producers. We want to network with you as well.
We would love to attend that.
Very cool. Anything else, any last words or anything else that comes to mind that you want to bring to the table?
I would like to introduce the world to the new ABA basketball CEO, Ron Tilley.
There we go. Yay. Okay, and we're going to bring him on in just a second. And thank you. I appreciate your time. We'll be back in Florida. Oh.